Or let's go ahead and take out those headphones in case you haven't already. And if you haven't finished that book log yet, you can finish it up here in a second as we move on. Let's just make sure we get everyone's attention up at the front before we start. So please stop what you're doing, bring your eyes up here. Let's make sure we get everyone's attention up at the front. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday, happy first day of your week. Do y'all remember when I used to say that every single day when we were back in school? I feel like that feels like a long time ago at this point. It feels like a different world we're living in right now. I hope your spring break was good. I hope it was relaxing. Only thing I really did was went out and did some grocery shopping again. And let me tell you, things feel crazy right now. It feels like a post-apocalypse. Me and my girlfriend went to Costco and we had the masks all set up. We had the gloves and they're making people line up outside of stores now and like 6 feet apart. So the line is like, going across the whole building. It's wild right now. And everyone in the store is keeping their distance from each other. And I had this really dry cough because it's starting to get a little hot outside. And every time I coughed, I was just like, and people would look at me across the store or just right next to me like, get away from me and my child right now. And I'd have to say something out loud to my girlfriend like, man, this weather is dry. Right? And people would just keep walking away. It feels crazy right now. Still no toilet papers in the stores. All the meat is back in store though, but there's no toilet paper. There's not even tissue paper. There's not even paper towel. There's still no hand sanitizer, and there's still no mask anywhere to be found. Be safe out there right now because it feels like the wild west out in those stores, especially if you got a dry cough or allergies right now. All right, let's get into some news. Today, April 13th, is actually a big day for the district. Today is the official distance learning release of all of the materials that the district came up with. Luckily, we're ahead of the curve. We've been doing this thing for the past couple weeks now, and we got a system down. Y'all are doing it pretty smoothly. We are going to continue going the way we've been doing. Small assignments every week, given out Monday morning, due on Sunday night. But you're going to start getting some other work from your other classes. All the other teachers have been receiving training when it comes to this online learning thing. And today is the day that you're going to get some work from those teachers. Now, if you start to feel like you have too much work to do, make sure you let me know in the weekly question post so that I can maybe tone down what we're doing. We're not doing too much right now, but if the workload is getting higher because of other classes, let me know so we can tone things down, keep things chill, but still continue with our education. In terms of long-term planning for this, since the whole school year is shut down, 10th grade, we're going to go back to things fall apart next week. I'll let you know more how that looks like next week, but we'll be reading the book, answering some questions, and there'll be a very short write-up at the end of the book. That might take us the entire semester, but let me plan things out more specifically, and I'm going to get back to you on that. 9th grade, we're going to be doing something else. We might be reading a book. We might be doing an article unit. I'm going to make some choices this week, but next Monday, 9th grade, you'll know what we are doing. Now, there were no questions this week posted. Remember, if you have any questions about what's going on with the class, I have a question post on the Google Classroom every week. Put your questions in there. I'll pick the best one or a couple of interesting ones. It could be about life. It could be about school. It could be about anything. And I'll answer it on the Monday post every week. So make sure you put some questions in there. But since there were no questions this week, let's go ahead and go back to the survey I gave y'all last week during spring break. The survey was on, would you like to have those live Zoom, Google Meet style lessons? And about 55% of you said, yeah, you'd like to do that. So maybe next week, maybe the week after, I'm going to be planning optional Zoom meetings where we either read a book together or we go over some material together, something like that. It'll be structured and it'll be at the same time every single week for 9th grade and for 10th grade. So be on the lookout for that. In that survey, I asked you if you wanted to have lunches. I thought it was a cool idea. We could have a lunch A, we could have a lunch B, we could have a lunch C, a lunch D, a lunch E. But 67% of y'all said, nah, you're not interested in. So we probably won't do that. I still might do that just to see how it is. I could play some music in the background. On Zoom, I can put you in different rooms so that, I'm not necessarily listening to every word you're saying, but I could put you in little rooms and you could play your own music to your classmates and you could socialize. If you're still interested in that, let me know. Put that in the question post. Can we still do that? But most of y'all don't seem interested. So for the time being, we're not going to be doing something like that. Now, this week we do have assignments that we need to do. First off the top, you will have another grammar sentence to analyze, level 1 through 3, just like the way we did. So make sure you watch that video. You're going to have to write a very short 2-paragraph report on coronavirus using the 2 articles that we've read in the past 2-3 weeks. And you'll have another class question to respond to. Now, make sure you are responding to that question and responding to someone else's post for full credit. That's the only way you can get full credit. If you respond to someone else's post and your post has at least 5 sentences, make sure you're doing that kind of thing. Now, before we finish this video, I just want to say that I am proud of y'all for continuing the classwork, continuing the hustle, and a lot of you are maintaining the same level of expertise that you had in the class in the Google Classroom. And I want to let you know I appreciate that. I look forward to reading all of your work every week. I'm literally just sitting here eating Oreos, watching Netflix. The stuff that y'all are writing is some of the most interesting stuff I get to do. And also, I want to maintain the student-teacher thing. So keep doing your work. I'll keep giving you as much feedback as I can. And we'll continue along this path until we get to the end in June. I got a lot of sad things to say when we say goodbye, but let's save the tears for June and let's continue this thing we've been doing together. So make sure you get those assignments in, post a question if you need a question, and don't forget to take care of yourself, take care of your friends, take care of your family, and be safe out there. I want to make sure every single one of you stops by my classroom next year when you're 10th graders or 11th graders. All right, that is this week's video. Make sure you watch the grammar one. Make sure you watch the report one. I will see y'all next Monday.